You may have noticed that I didn't upload for about a week, and I'm just gonna come clean with you guys. I was playing Terraria. It's an addicting game. I might make a video on how it's really addicting, but I mean, honestly, if you haven't played it yet, play it. I'm expecting most of you guys to have played the game, or at least like know about it, but please, do it for me. Do it for me. Please. So, I just want to, do this topic that I've been wanting to do for quite a bit, and I've talked about this on the podcast, but I don't really expect you guys to listen to the podcast because let's be honest, who wants to listen to like a 1 hour video when you could just like listen to this, right? But something that really drives me crazy is whenever people say, "Oh my god, I wish I was born in this time frame." Like, are you kidding me? It's 2021. Like, don't get me wrong. I certainly know that there's like, stuff happening right now, like the whole pandemic and you know, but I'd rather live now when we have like phones and really good computers instead of living in the 80s when we had a goddamn NES and the Cold War. Like, I know arcades and stuff, the air was cleaner back then, but we have so much technology now, man. We have Crunker, for God's sake. Like that game, good. That game, good. And I'll admit, I mean, back then we didn't have Twitter, which I think is a win. In an alternate timeline, we have all this good technology, and then Twitter was just never made. And leading to more technological advancements. The world's IQ goes up by like 100 points. No one is stupid. People eventually make a Twitter alternative, but then, everyone says, wow, you're fucking stupid, and it gets shut down a couple years down the line. I'll definitely admit, the 80s got us there, man. The 80s got us there. There was no Twitter back then. But I think that's a small price to pay considering all the stuff that we have now compared to then. Right now we have. Just think of all the fucking video games, man. Terraria, Crunker, all sorts of indie games. I can barely think of any off the top of my head. I just went into this video thinking, wow, I really need to upload something because I'm being kind of lazy. I've just not been doing much. Prison Architect, stuff like that. What do you have back in the 80s? Mario. Fucking Mario. Mega Man 2? Look at now. Look at now. You have so many other games. People who make the argument, oh, we had better games back then. No, we didn't. We had Mario. Hop from one side to the other. Jump. Do it. Go play the original Mario. See how shit it is. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I played it before. It's a pretty good game, but it just doesn't hold up as well as people think it does. At least in my opinion, that is. Gotta throw out that little disclaimer, or else the people on Twitter are gonna get mad at me. As for music, I will agree. The music back then was pretty hot, not gonna lie. I'm agreeing with these guys, but like, come on, man. We had Supertramp, we had Pink Floyd, all those big boys. Good music, honestly. But as for video games, that's just a whole nother shit, man. I'm a top redditor. I'm a top stinky boy. And me being the certified virgin I am, I know a lot about video games. I walk into the nearest GameStop, say, so about that new video game, right? Then get kicked out because I tried to sexually harass an employee. But what I'm just trying to say is I just do not understand how people can think that the 80s were better than now. There are some arguments to be made, but at the same time, why not just appreciate what we have now? Technology wise and convenience wise, I mean. There are certainly things that aren't doing well right now. Am I right, baby? Current world events. I just appreciate like all the conveniences we have nowadays, man. And to the audience members that don't know how to use a phone and can barely walk, that's right, old fellas, I'm talking about you. No, I can assure you that things back then were not better.